Okay, so you guys have sent in some really interesting stuff about AI, and I think it's something that we're all kind of thinking about right now. Like, how do we actually wrap our heads around artificial intelligence? And not just like the basic stuff, I'm talking about really understanding how to use it to actually improve our lives and, how we work. Think of this as your own little cheat sheet for navigating the world of AI.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like a lot of the material is about AI consultation services offered by Swetlana AI. There's a ton of info on exactly what's included in those consultations, and they make it really clear what areas of AI she's an expert in. I think our mission today is to pull out the most important bits from all of this. Specifically, we're going to try and figure out how you, our lovely listener, can really leverage AI by finding some personalized guidance.
And the expert we're talking about here is Swetlana AI. She's a consultant, a digital creator, and an educator who really knows her stuff when it comes to AI-generated content, automation, and even building AI into creative strategies. She's got years of experience under her belt. And what's really cool is that she can explain the really technical parts of AI in a way that makes sense for creative people, people who are dealing with the ups and downs of the digital world. But let's be real for a sec. Keeping up with all the crazy advancements in AI can be kind of overwhelming.
Totally. And the sources we've got actually address that feeling head on. A lot of people are saying that they're having trouble understanding AI recommendations, they're not sure about the difference between AI and machine learning, and they're just struggling to grasp the basic concept. It's like being given the keys to a spaceship without a clue how to fly it.
It's so true. Every day it feels like there's a new AI tool or some groundbreaking application or a different use case. It's easy to feel like you're drowning in it all. I think that's where this idea of personalized guidance comes in, right? It's all about cutting through the noise and figuring out a plan that actually made sense for your specific goals.
Exactly. The material really emphasizes Swetlana AI's one-on-one consultations as a solution to that feeling of being lost. It's a chance to have a focused conversation. You can ask those specific questions that have been bugging you, and then work together to figure out a path forward that's made just for you and what you want to achieve.
So let's dive into what one of these consultations actually looks like. The first thing that jumps out at me is this AI strategy guidance. What does that actually mean for someone listening to this?
It's all about taking a step back and looking at the big picture, figuring out how AI fits into what you're already doing. It's not just about automating the tasks you're already doing, but it's also about discovering new opportunities that AI makes possible, things that you maybe never even considered before. It's about having a solid plan for how AI can help you reach your goals, not just playing around with the latest trends.
I see. It's not just about the shiny new toy. It's about thinking strategically. And the material also mentions generative AI and content creation, which is, everywhere these days. What kind of help can someone actually get in this area during a consultation?
This is where things get really exciting, where you actually see what AI can do. Swetlana AI can teach you how to use all these different tools to make amazing content. We're talking about images, videos, music, even written text. This could be anything from understanding which tools are best for what you want to do to learning how to give the AI the right instructions. Basically, how to get it to give you what you're looking for. The key takeaway here is that how good the AI's output is, it really depends on how clear your instructions are.
So if you're an artist who wants to use AI to try out new styles, or a marketer who needs to create ad copy, fast. This is like a gold mine. Another thing that's mentioned is AI for business and branding. How does AI fit into the business world?
These days, whether you're a big company or just starting out with your personal brand, having a clear AI strategy is becoming more and more important. This part of the consultation focuses on figuring out how to make sure you're ready for a future where AI is everywhere. This could involve exploring how to use AI to make your marketing better, or to improve customer service, or even to spot new trends in your market that you can take advantage of.
So it's not just about doing things more efficiently inside your business. It's also about understanding how your brand interacts with a world that's being shaped by AI. Now, the consultation also promises help with practical AI tools and prompts. This sounds like where the rubber really meets the road.
Absolutely. This is where the theory becomes real. Swetlana AI can give you solid advice on the best AI tools out there, tools that are right for your goals and your skill level. And maybe even more importantly, she shows you how to write those instructions that you feed into the AI models to get exactly what you want. Knowing how to ask the right questions is honestly the most important thing when it comes to unlocking what these powerful tools can do.
Yeah, it's like having the magic words to make the AI do what you want.
And lastly, the description mentions a human-centric AI approach. What's the thinking behind that?
This is super important. It's all about finding that balance between automation, what AI is great at, and the things that make us human. Things like authenticity, being able to tell a good story, and that spark of creativity. It's about seeing AI as a tool to help us be better at what we do, not to replace us altogether. At the end of the day, technology should be helping us achieve our goals, not the other way around.
It sounds like a pretty comprehensive approach. So who are the people who would benefit the most from this kind of personalized AI consultation? The material lays out a few key groups. Yeah, it's actually a pretty wide range of people. First off, you've got artists and creators, people who work with visuals, music, storytelling. They can all learn how to use AI in a way that's both ethical and effective, and without losing their own unique style. Then there are entrepreneurs and businesses. It doesn't matter how big or small, they can figure out how to use AI for things like automating tasks, making their marketing more personalized, and creating tons more content without sacrificing quality.
That's already a lot of people. But it goes even further, right?
Right. The sources also mention people who are just curious about tech and innovation, people who are excited about AI and what it means for the future. And importantly, it also talks about people in fields like teaching, accounting, and law. Basically, anyone who might be worried about how AI will change their jobs and their careers.
That's a good point. It's not just for the techies, it's for anyone who wants to understand how AI is changing the world of work.
So let's dig a little deeper into what Swetlana AI is really good at. It sounds like she's got a pretty impressive skill set. Oh yeah, definitely. She's got a deep understanding of generative AI across all sorts of media, text, images, audio, video, and even computer code. She's big on the importance of asking the right questions, and not just at AI systems, but also when you're trying to understand a problem. And she's amazing at figuring out how to frame problems in a way that AI can actually solve them.
Asking the right questions, it seems like such a basic skill, but it's so important, whether you're talking to a person or trying to get an AI to do what you want.
Absolutely. And that skill connects to her expertise in things like branding, storytelling, developing content, and business strategies, and even doing market research with AI. And get this, her background is in computational linguistics. That's basically using computers to understand human language. This means she can do things like create custom chatbots. And on top of all that, she's really knowledgeable about the latest and greatest AI tools out there.
So she's not just a theorist, she's actually out there using these tools in the real world. And speaking of tools, the stuff you shared has a pretty extensive list of specific AI tools that Swetlana AI uses. It's pretty impressive.
It really is. For text-based AI, she mentions ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and a bunch more. For image generation, there's DALL-E Midjourney Stable Diffusion. For audio, she lists 11 Labs Suno Udio. And then for video, there are platforms like Runway and Heijin. And for those interested in code generation and assistance, she highlights things like GitHub Copilot. It really shows you how much practical, hands-on knowledge she has across all these different areas.
It's good to know she's really in touch with what's happening in the AI world. Now, the material also touches on some of the bigger questions that people have about AI, and it sounds like these come up a lot in the consultations.
Yeah, these are super important to talk about. The consultations cover things like the different types of AI that are out there. They demystify things like deep learning, that's essentially a more complex type of machine learning. And they go into all the different ways AI is being used in various industries. They also get into important issues like AI ethics, privacy concerns in an AI-driven world. And of course, the big question, will AI take my job?
Yeah, I think that's the one on everyone's mind. And it seems like the good news is that it's not so much about AI taking over, but about learning to work with it.
Exactly. The focus is on helping people understand how to use AI to their advantage, to make them better at what they do, to be more productive, and ultimately to be more valuable in their careers. It's not about us versus the machines.
It's about going from being a bystander, watching AI happen, to actually getting involved and shaping how it affects our lives. And this brings us to the whole idea of personalized learning versus more general approaches, like those massive online courses or tutorials.
That's a big difference. While those general AI courses can give you a basic overview, they often don't give you the specific advice you need for your goals, your challenges, and the way you learn best. A one-on-one consultation is all about focusing on the things that are most important to you. You can ask specific questions and get advice that you can use right away. It saves you time and a lot of frustration.
So for anyone listening who's thinking, okay, this is something I need, what's the first step to setting up a consultation with Swetlana AI? The sources actually explain the process.
The first thing you do is just send an email. You want to give a quick summary of the topics or problems you want to discuss during the consultation. You tell her your time zone and what days and times work best for you. Then Svetlana AI will get back to you personally with her availability. She might also send you some stuff to get you ready for your session. And the actual consultation happens online through video conferencing like Zoom or Skype or whatever you prefer. It's all about having a focused one-on-one session.
It sounds pretty straightforward.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they've got different options depending on what you need.
Right. There's a quick 30-minute quick session if you just have a few specific questions. Then there's the deep dive, which is a full hour and lets you really go deep into things. And then you can even create a custom package with multiple sessions if you need more ongoing support. You can find the prices for all these options in the sources.
So whether you just need a quick answer or you're looking for a long-term strategy, they've got you covered. And if you want to find out more about Swetlana AI or get in touch before booking a consultation, she's also online.
Yeah, you can find her on her website and on social media like Twitter, Bluesky, and YouTube. They're all great places to learn more about what she does, read her thoughts on AI, and even connect with her directly.
Okay, so let's sum this all up. If you're feeling a bit lost with all the changes happening in the world of AI, or if you have specific goals that you want to achieve using AI, sounds like there's help out there. You don't have to figure this out all on your own.
Absolutely. Personalized guidance from someone like Swetlana AI, who really knows what she's doing, can be incredibly valuable. It can help you cut through all the confusion and create a plan that actually works for you and what you want to do.
So if this is speaking to you and you're ready to take control and use AI to your advantage, maybe think about reaching out to Swetlana AI. Her expertise and the personalized support she offers could be exactly what you need to unlock the power of AI for your own goals.
And on that note, here's something to think about. Instead of just watching AI happen from the sidelines, how can you actually take charge and shape how it affects your future?
Good question.
Yeah, food for thought.
That's it for this deep dive. Catch you next time.
See you.